Hello?
Hello, Medusa.
Hey,
Um,
how are you?
good. May I have your permission to record your voice?
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Let me put my, I'm trying to put my dog up right now. Hold on.
Your dog?
Yeah.
Got it.
I have a puppy. Um,
Aww.
yeah, my little Tico. He's a lab pit mix. He's the most
That's what's up.
adorable thing. Get down. Come on. I'm sorry. I was like, and I said that too. I said, as soon as I'm about to put him up, he probably gonna call me. Boom. All right. All right, come on. Let's go. Thank you. All right. All right, I'm about to go in my room right now. Okay. Yes,
So,
you have my permission.
Kelsey, wait, let's just get, Medusa, Kelsey, whatever your last name is, do I have your permission to record your voice?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So, all right, let's dive into the podcast. Before I begin to ask the questions, I like to do a riddle, just to have a little fun, because I'm a fun guy. All right? So, here's the riddle. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Buck. I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I?
Oh my gosh, this is so early.
What time is it where you are?
It's like 9 something in the morning, but I've been up
Yeah,
since.
it's about 9 a.m. where I'm at as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's early right now. I've been up since earlier this morning, so my brain is
Me
just
too.
not functioning right now.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
are
I
you
don't know.
sure? All right, are you ready for the answer?
Yeah.
The answer is a map.
I'm weak. I am weak. That makes sense. Now it makes sense.
It,
Dang.
yeah, because think
I'm
about it, map
crazy.
have cities but no houses.
Mhm.
Right,
Mhm.
the names of cities are on the map. They have mountains, so
Exactly. It has
you
the
can see
water, the
mountains in them.
oceans.
Right, you can
Yeah,
see
the
the
mountains
water,
and all.
but you don't
That's
see any fish.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
That's
let's dive
funny.
into the awesome. Let's dive into the first question. Question number 1: Who influenced you to crump?
Okay, so funny story. Like it'll make more sense like once you like know kind of like my story. But I watched Rise when I was younger, and just everybody in general was just great to me. Of course you have like Miss Prissy and Ches and Rapture and Crush, of course, and these different people who were on the video and well on the movie. I'm sorry, and it inspired me, but I didn't necessarily. It inspired me to look at Crump, but not necessarily to Crump, if that makes sense. So I wasn't really doing it like that, and then I was reintroduced to Crump again because I didn't know any Crumpers around where I lived at, and I found out later on, years and years later, people like Spears and Spears actually introduced me to the scene that was down here in South Carolina. And then I went from there pretty much. Like I just ended up meeting everybody. Now I'm under Devon and J Rap, and of course he's under Rapture, so I got to know him and just really solidifying some of the inspirations that I already had, seeing these people like in this movie and different clips and stuff like that. So it really inspired me to come back, and also I kind of got back involved when I moved to North Carolina, and I actually met some Crumpers there, and then I met Spears kind of shortly after that, a couple years after that, and that's how things really got started. So those are my inspirations, honestly.
Awesome. For me, of course, I saw the Rise movie, but what really influenced me was Stomp the Mother Freaking Yard. I was so impressed by how Buck and how energetic the vibe was in that movie. Ty Dice was in that movie. Chris Brown, he crumped, and I thought at the time I thought what he was doing looked cool, especially when he did the handstand with his elbow.
Elbow,
Like
yeah.
that was lit, and that was what influenced me. Stomp the Yard, and like the movie Stomp the Yard and Rise, like they both influenced me to crump. Locally, this guy named Royal, I'm not sure if you heard of him. He was really big back in the day. He was very big back in the day, and he was like considered to be one of the best crumpers in Boston. We went to high school together, and he pretty much taught me how to crump. He taught me how to dance. He taught me everything I know in terms of movement, except for salsa and contemporary. I learned how to do all that stuff somewhere else. But he taught me the hip hop part. He taught me how to do all that, and like, you know, I became, I've been around the scene for years. All right, I started in '06 with this dude named Darnell, who's now known as Ronan. He's a crumper named Ronan. I'm not sure if you heard of him, but we started together. I started crumping with him before Royal. So I met Darnell first, and we started crumping, and then we joined a group called Buck House. Buck House is a very popular crump group back in the day, led by a name named. Say it again.
I was saying, okay.
Very popular. It was a very popular group back then. It was ran by this guy named Ricardo, who his crump name was Vapor. Okay, and there were these big, like, Boston had all these major groups. So we had Buckhouse, which was the leader was Ricardo. We had Powerhouse. The leader was Eddie Rip. He was the leader of that group. We had the Goonies. The leader of the Goonies was Gutter. You know who Gutter is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the leader of the Goonies. Then we had the Brockton people, Beast Coast. They the leader of that was, I think, Raid. You know who Raid is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Brockton, Massachusetts. And then we had Wolfpack. That's the group I was a part of as well. I was part of Buckhouse and Wolfpack. Wolfpack was led by Royal. He was the leader of the Wolfpack. So those were the 5 major groups in Boston. And we clashed. We had good times, bad times. It was incredible. But yeah, that's history. That's my history, according to Benevolent. I have 3 names. So my name is Benevolent, Shells, the Blackout. I'm actually more known for my name. I'm more known for Shells, because Shells was the name I used to have. I used to really highlight in a lot of things that I did. But here's the problem with the past. I was a nobody in the past. Like I didn't do much. I was kind of around. That's why when I say OG, people are so offended, because back then I didn't really do much. I battled and I was a part of stuff, but I'm making an impact now. You know what I'm saying? But back then I was just there. And people gotta remember, I was a kid. So what the hell was I supposed to do? I was a child. Like what? How? Like what? What do people expect? What do people like? That's what I'm so confused about. Like, what do you expect a little child to do to become an OG back then? Like, I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm making an impact now is because I'm an adult. I have resources. I have money. I could do things now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what.
I mean, because, like, you know, for instance, let me make sure I'm saying this right. So, like, Lord have mercy, why am I drawing a blank right now? And I know exactly who I'm talking about. He's from Cali. He was, he just battled. I cannot believe that I'm forgetting his name right now. Bud's son. What is his crump name? You know exactly who I'm talking about. Ruck Boy. There we go. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. Ruck Boy. So you know who Ruck Boy is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So they, you know, in some sorts considered him to be the youngest OG, and the reason why is because he was just dancing, like, you know, and really evolving and that type of stuff. And of course, you know, Fudd being his father as well too was making a lot of impact in crump as well. But Ruck Boy, all he did was dance. So like kids can make an impact. Like for instance, we have like kids right now that are crumping. Like let's say like we were the OGs or whatever, right? That kid, if they're putting in just as much work as we are, like in the dance itself, they're kind of like growing with us, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So I can understand how you feel, but I also see the other side of what you could have possibly done. Of course, you're not going to know these things when you're a kid or whatever like that. It just depends on how your drive for crump is at that moment to really make an impact, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. And that's the thing. I did battle. I battle a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is debating boxing. Like, oh, there are people who consider me an OG, and there are people who don't. Like, some people view me as like, a nigga that was around back then who's making moves now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't doing anything back then. And I'm like, how in the hell were you expecting to do anything major? I was a little baby kid. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
But you brought up a great point. I could have, battling, just battling or just dancing isn't an impact enough. You know what I mean? That's strong
Yeah,
enough.
and I don't know necessarily Rook Boy's, true history. I'm just going off of like certain things that I, saw or noticed or, got info, and things like that from him. So he's freaking awesome. He's amazing. So
That's what's up.
that's awesome. Yeah, he's amazing.
Awesome. My second question: how has Crump changed your life?
It's changed my life a good bit. I mean, like you go from not really involving yourself in the Crump community to really diving deep into the Crump community, and it just kind of changes you as a person, because now the same way how you have your shows that you watch and you have your hobbies that you have, like Crump is like another life. Like, it's another life that's added to yours, because you're thinking about battles, you're thinking about a certain culture, you're using it in your different, like in your language, like how you describe something like, oh, that was Buck, that's a normal thing for you. The same way how you're saying, oh, that's tight, or, oh, this tastes good, or whatever. Like you have the, oh, this is Buck. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's putting a different type of aura in you, because you want to feel Buck, or you're basing it off of a feeling. So with that being said, it's something that has changed it for the good part, because I love to dance in general. And this is a dance that I can really express myself and escape a lot of things that I go through personally myself, but the feeling of it is just contagious. I say this all the time, like the feeling of the Crump is so contagious. And it's brought opportunities for me as well too, which is a blessing, because I wasn't really, thinking that I'm going to be doing all these battles and stuff like that. I'm just a freestyle dancer in general. So, like, I really like to learn a lot of different styles, because I just love to dance. So then it just became something more, and, I'm grateful for everything that's happened, whether it's good or bad, because it's made me into a stronger person too, and a more patient person, because you start to realize there are, like, in order to reap certain benefits, whether it's, just people, because I've met some awesome people through Crump as well too, and, we pour into each other every day, not just my fam that I'm a part of, shout out to Lionheart, not just them, but other, like, OGs, and, I've gained friends, like actual friends out of this, and that have helped me throughout my life as well too. So other than the dance, definitely some of the people that I've gained have been awesome, and even the trials that have happened, I appreciate everything, because at the end I know it's just a test, So
That's awesome. Medusa, that's incredible, man. Crump changed my life completely. I'm a pastor because of Crump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it led me to ministry. It led me to, positivity. It gave me something to do. You know what I'm saying? It kept me busy. It was a healthy distraction. You know what I mean? So I thank God for Crump. You know what I mean? I thank God that the dance was introduced to my life, and it pushed me and pulled me and challenged me in so many different ways. And I'll forever be grateful for what Tie-Dye, Miho, Prissy, Slayer, all of those guys, ER, like, I think I Solo, Crush, like, I thank God for those pillars for establishing what Crump is supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the last question. What are your thoughts on the future of Crump?
As far as Crump as a whole, or like women, or
whatever you want. Like, what are your thoughts on the future of Crump, in regards to Crump as a whole, in regards to women, in regards to children, in regards to wherever you want to go with this, I'll take.
Okay. um. So I feel like the more that people really start, and this is gonna sound so corny because everybody says this, dude. Like they're like, as soon as everybody is gonna on some good energy or everybody wants to work together and everything, then Crump will be okay. Like that's the normal thing to say. But it's that, but it's also egos and things like that too that have to be checked. Like history needs to be known in its entirety, so people can really have a further understanding of Crump in order for us to move forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be like that because it's a lot of tearing down going on that shouldn't be happening, and the people that really are trying to make a better future for Crump are chastised because it's something that's new, or you don't know this person, or you don't know them. Like you don't know where they're really trying to come from, and people don't want to take the time to actually know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So it's kind of hard to say, but I know right now all I can really focus on is the people who are coming into it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we are here in South Carolina, anyone that we've like introduced to Crump, we haven't like pressed it on them as something that they wanted to do, and we do nothing but pour into these people, with love and just we teach each other. All of us teaches each other. Like even some of our OGs like ask us like, okay, about how they should do stuff or whatever, and of course they teach us too. And we got big homies and stuff like everybody literally works together. And if everybody actually does that and puts their egos aside, then everything will grow even like 10 times more, on top of what we already have, because now we have like bigger outlets to shine, whether it's tournaments or, going to another country and, doing tournaments there, or business moves, or being in movies, concerts, like different things like that, put it on a bigger level. Shout out to people like, Concrete, and of course Oz and Miho have done their things. Prissy has done in Prissy, Little C. I mean, everybody has made this certain lane already. So now in order to further those same paths that some of them have literally placed right there, it's going to take us to really just work together and put stuff to the side, man, and just, really try to grow each other. That's it. Like,
right. I respect that, yo. For me, the future of Crump is bright. The future of dance in general is bright, and I can only speak about what I plan to do. I can't change everything, you know what I'm saying? But I know what I'm doing in my league, the Benevolent Dance Battle League. I'm putting up money, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm paying people, and it's all coming from my pocket. And I'm not going broke. People think I'm going broke doing this. No, I have a budget. My wife is a freaking financial guru. She helped me budget everything. So like, my next tournament is gonna be for $1,000. $500 for the male, $500 for the female. That's my next big tournament. But then I'm doing these challenges where people can win $100 a pop. I'm doing these battles where people can win $100 a pop. I'm doing these interviews where you could actually get paid for your time. You know what I'm saying? So like, the future of Crump in my eyes is going to be bright, because my goal is to establish a network in which people can actually make money dancing, whether that's Crump or any other style. You know what I'm saying? I really want to turn Crump into like something that people can actually make a career out of. Get paid weekly.
Exactly.
I want to create. So there's a thing. So I'm an actor. I'm also an actor, and there's this thing called the Actors Union. Okay, where I'm not a part of it. I'm on my way. I'm gonna be a part of it. But once you become a part of the Actors Union, no matter what you do, whether it's a community play or big time Hollywood, you have to get paid. Okay. By law, whoever you end up working with, they have to pay you at some degree, whether it's a lot or a little. They have to pay you, and that's what I want to create. That's what I want to create for Crumpers and dancers. Something like that already exists, but I want it to be a little more intentional towards Crump.
Yeah.
Like, I want to create like a union for Crump where no matter what you guys do, even if you lose a battle, you'll still get paid. Even like, yeah, if you win, you'll get more, but if you lose, you'll still get paid. If you work, when we do a workshop, you get paid. If you have to get paid, or you won't work with that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people. I'm tired of companies doing stuff for free. It's time for people to get paid, and that's what I'm establishing.
Okay, I can respect that. Do you think that have you like looked at your let me see, because I think that like when you give everybody something, it makes them subconsciously not work as hard for something, if that makes sense.
I hear what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I gotta think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I would think, like, what would be the cons to like really doing that? Because then it's like, well, I could go to, not saying I'm gonna do this, because every battle that I'm a part of, I'm going to lab and I'm going to try to rip that person's head off. I don't care if you're blood to me, like I don't care. Like, yeah, that's how you have to go into these battles, like you got to rip somebody's head off. But either way, so like I could be like, oh, I'm gonna laugh a little bit, but I'm gonna just do this, you know what I'm saying? And I still get my money, and I can go on home. You feel me? Like I'm not, that's kind of like, I don't know.
I hear what you're saying, and that's what I'm figuring out. That's a good question. That's what I'm figuring out. Like, how can I turn this into something that people can still work hard for? You know what I'm saying? For example, boxing, when they both get paid, right?
Yeah, and I was about to say that too. Yeah.
But here's the thing that makes it different: the winner gets paid way more, and the winner gets a title. Depending on like what's on the line, the winner can get a title. The winner gets more clout. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you're getting paid. You might, but here's the thing. Here's an example. This is a good example. You get into a benevolent battle. The winner gets $200. You get $50. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that I'm gonna that's what I'm gonna have to establish so that people can work hard.
Okay. So would you be opening this up to like this sounds like I'm interviewing you at this point, but like, because I'm curious, like, so what would you like, how many people, would you have a cap on how many people are in your union? Because like,
I'm gonna put a cap, because I'm small. It's gonna be a small business. Yeah, it's gonna be a small business. It's gonna be a small. I'm gonna go start small. So probably like 15 to 10 people that I'm gonna make sure they get paid no matter what they do. I'm not there yet, but once I get there, about 15 to 10 people.
Okay.
They'll be my employees. So like wherever they go, they have to get paid, or we could sue. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking into doing that right now. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. It's really, really awesome.
Yeah, so I like people, like when I first started, when I popped out of nowhere, mind you, I've been in the scene, but like when I did my tournament, everybody was talking trash or giving me accolades. People gotta remember, I'm very serious about what I do. Like, I know I come off like a clown, but I'm very serious about what I do. And at the end of the day, whenever you participate in something that has Benevolent's name on it, you get paid, and that is my reputation, and I'm gonna live by it. And I'm a man of my word.
That's awesome. Thank you for doing that, man.
You're welcome. I'm tired of you guys crumping, labbing mad hard, getting fit, developing all these abs and muscles for nothing. Dude.
Yeah, man. We definitely
going hard, getting fit, losing all this weight just to get shot enough. I'm tired of that. The reason why I'm doing this is because of me. I got tired of working for free. You know what I'm saying? So why not create a network where we all could work for money? You know what I'm saying? The goal is for Crump as a whole. Like, the goal is for me to create a union that millions of people can be a part of. I'm not there yet, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes time. I got to start small, and then I'll build my way up to that. My wife, she's gonna be my financial advisor. I'm looking for partners. You know what I'm saying? If people are interested, they have to DM me. You know what I'm saying? And we'll chop it up. I can't bring everybody into the fold because you can't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, there'll be some people that won't have anything to do with what I'm doing in the beginning, because I'm not. You can't share your dreams with everyone. You just can't.
Mhm.
So I'm telling you surface stuff. I have some other plans, but because this is going to be publicized, this podcast, I can't say it, but if you're interested, we could talk offline. You know what I'm saying? So that you can know some
Okay.
more details about what I have planned on. Like I have some incredible like tactics and different things that I could do to make sure my crumpers, my family, because I consider you guys family, get paid.
Okay, man. That's really
And I'm gonna
dope.
come
That's
up.
really
Like
dope.
I'm gonna come up. I've been interviewed by Gemini 94.5. That's the biggest radio station in Boston. I've been interviewed by them twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and over a millions of people listen to that radio station. So millions of people
Okay.
know about. Yeah, there's a lot of people in Boston or in Massachusetts. They know what I'm up to. You know what I'm saying? So things are really starting to fall in line for me. I just need to take my time. I need to stay humble and I need to stay professional. Like, because people, I'm getting a lot of hate and backlash. I gotta remember, let them hate, because people are gonna hate regardless. Like whether I'm doing well or not, people are gonna hate. So I just gotta let the hate fly, you know.
Yeah, just can't pay attention to it, man. Gotta keep on going.
Just keep on going. That's it. And I'm very sensitive, so like it hurts sometimes. I've lost a lot of friends because of this, but that's a part of the journey.
Yeah, of course. You know, you're gonna lose people along the way, but you'll understand who your real ones are when they're there. You can feel
Exactly,
it,
and they're here.
and
The real ones are still here, you know. So, and it's small. I only have about like 5 friends. Everyone else are associates.
Dang.
I don't have a big tribe, and that's okay. You don't have to have a big tribe.
Oh no, just your faithful few will work.
That's it, man.
Mhm.
But once again, Medusa, thank you. Huh?
I was saying, but I thank you for wanting to chop it up with me and everything.
Oh, of course, Medusa. Thank you so much.
Trump is amazing. I love it. I love it to death. I mean, I love the dance in general, like just all styles, everything. So I just really, I want to help be able to spread the culture the best way that I can. Like especially for us women as well too. Shout out to all the women in Crump. Just keep on moving. We all can do what they do, like, and we don't have to do it exactly like you, but we'll still get off on you, like.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Buckafly. Shout out to Buckafly. I know she has her own interview thing going, so make sure you guys support that as well. Shout out to Buckafly. She's on point with it. She's on point.
Buckafly, Travion. Love it.
Yes, sir. What was I gonna say? Before I'm gonna end the recording, but I have some instructions for you to do, so don't hang up right away.
Okay.
All right, let me close the podcast and then we'll talk offline. Hey, yo, this is Benevolent Podcast. Shout out to Medusa for being on the line. If you want to be a part of the podcast, DM me and I'll put you on the list. You know what I mean? It's lit. I'm from the East Coast. I'm not an OG, but I am something. Yo, Medusa, thank you for your time. Medusa?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Are you still alive? Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. But yes, Medusa, thank you for your time. And remember, guys, stay buck, stay lit, and don't remember, if you don't do that, you'll be disqualified. All right.